YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, leave your comments down in the comment section below. So last week I asked if you guys want me to do a video about how to be a ngwetsi, because of I keep wishing. Not because my in-laws are bad people or anything like that, just because relationship building is hard. It's not an easy thing to build relationships with anyone. Wherever you see two people that are not identical, there's bound to be conflict. Think about it. You fight with your sister, you fight with your friends, sometimes your colleagues, your husband, your children. We fight as human beings. We have conflict. And it doesn't make anybody a bad person per se. It just means like sometimes we don't all gel, we're not all on the same page, which is fine. My experiences it hasn't been easy at all. It hasn't been easy, and the biggest thing has been trying to get my husband to side with me, and pick me over his family, which, when you think about it, is a ridiculous notion, because he's known these people, and these people have been his family all of his life. Now, I just got on the scene maybe 10 years ago as a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So it's unrealistic to expect that your husband is gonna side with you or agree with you immediately when you guys just got married over his family. We have conflicts where, like, if we go to a family gathering, he won't sit with me. He'll sit with his cousins and his aunts. And I ask him, like, why don't you sit with me? He's like, I haven't seen them in ages. Like, I miss them. Like, I want to catch up and stuff. And for me, it's like, well, I don't know anyone here. So who do you expect me to catch up with while you're catching up with them? And I don't necessarily get along with all of his cousins, boo. Okay, that's a video for another day. But that type of thing, where you want him to pick you over anyone else. And he's not going to do that because, girl, he just met you 10 years ago. And he's been with these people over 30 years, Then the other part of it is the performance. As ngwetsi, you must cook and clean and now, guys, I don't have that gift, hey? I don't have the gift of hotala, like to be like active and hands-on all the time. I have bursts of it, right? But it's not me all the time, So I had really had a hard time with that thing, I should be there, present, active, and happy all the time. Sometimes I'm grumpy as hell when I'm at my in-laws. I don't want to talk. I don't want to play. I don't want to be there. If you're watching, I love you. If you're watching, turn it off. Yeah, sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I just want to go to my house and just be in my house and be alone. But there's that expectation that, ngwetsi, perform, ngwetsi, abracadabra, ngwetsi. And it's so painful because I don't blame my mother-in-law or any of my in-laws for having that point of view, because that's what was done to them. That was done to my mother, And it's so unfortunate because we live in a day and age now where things are so different, where, things move in a different way, and we as women think and move differently. So now it's like we're stuck between who we are and who we are expected to be. For me, I'm stuck between who I am and who I'm expected to be. And it's not, sometimes I don't perform. And then when I don't perform, people are not happy, and when people are not happy, who are they going to tell? My husband. And then me and my husband, or they're going to tell me. And I'm not about that life. So it does cause that conflict and tension then at home, in my marriage. But girl, utla lose 10-0. For as long as you try to keep fighting that circumstance, utla lose 10-0. So what I've given myself up to is to just keep trying to do my best. Where I fail. But to try to be helpful, to try to be hands-on, to try to be understanding, to try to be forgiving and accepting. Okay? So there are lessons that I've done, like that I've seen along the way, that I want to share with you. I'm just going to do 3 for this lesson, okay, for this video. I think this is going to be part 1, and then I'll do part 2 and part 3. But for this part 1, I'm just going to do 3 lessons that I've learned. Number 1 is that you will never, ever get an apology. Ne? So, ibe hand. Whenever you're gonna embark on being ngwetsi, first of all, ibe handle. Learn to be okay by yourself. First of all, you must know people are gonna offend you. People are gonna hurt your feelings. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally. People are gonna ridicule you. People are gonna mock you and make fun of you. They'll give you names sometimes. These are not all my experiences, but talking with people, this is what I've heard, but some of them is what I've experienced. It's not going to be pleasant for you all the time from day one. But you must learn hui behand as a person to know that, okay, this is going to happen. And when it happens, I'll be okay. Right? Don't throw yourself into this thing of, because the first thing they're going to tell you is, in this family we don't have makotis, we don't have ngwetsis. In this family you are a daughter. It's a lie. You are not a daughter there, you are a ngwetsi there. All right? The things that the daughters there do are not the things that you are allowed to do. Don't get confused. Don't get trapped in that trap. Don't. You are not the daughter there. You are the ngwetsi there. Okay? That's the first thing. You must always remember that one. If you forget everything else, remember that one. You are not the daughter there. You are the ngwetsi there. Okay? So you must do ngwetsi things. Okay? You must cook, you must clean, you must wash the dishes, you mustn't get tired, you mustn't get grumpy, you mustn't get moody, you must always be happy, you must and everyone is always watching you. You must always look pretty. You must always have your waist trainer on. Okay? Don't get tired. Drink Red Bull. It will give you wings. Alright? So, that's the first thing. The second thing is, so even though I've said that's the first thing, you must always have energy, I don't always have energy. So I'm moody as hell sometimes. And it shows. Sometimes I don't want to be there. Sometimes I don't want to participate. Okay, I'm. It is what it is. Sometimes they don't want you there necessarily. But you have to accept that that's part of life, and becoming a part of a new team of people that you don't know, that don't know you, that are not used to you. So then you just have to just accept that that's the situation. Don't try to fight that situation to make it something that it's not. It's not going to help. The second thing is, if you live with your in-laws, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say to you, because I don't know if I could do that. God knows. I don't know if I could do that. But if you don't stay with your in-laws, focus on you and your husband. On making your husband happy, and he must focus on making you happy. Okay? When you're unhappy about something, practice telling him before you tell anyone else. Practice waking him up at 2 a.m. and being like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I don't like this. Communicate with your partner, even if you don't know how to, but don't fight. Just talk. Just talk like, I don't like this. And be vulnerable and be honest, right? Try your best to be honest. So that's my number 2. Be honest as much as you can. So me, I struggle with that because I'm a people pleaser. I don't like to hurt people's feelings. So sometimes I'll swallow something that really hurts me or I don't like, just for the sake of let there be peace amongst us. Even if I don't like it. And the thing about me is, even if I'm not saying it, you will see it on my face that I'm not happy. But I still will try not to air it out to say, I'm not happy about this. I don't like this. So try as much as you can to be honest. If you're not a confrontational person like me, I don't like confrontation, speak to your husband and say, I don't like this. I'm not happy. I'm not comfortable. Get the courage to at least let him know that you're not comfortable and you're not happy and you don't want to be there. And don't be afraid to set boundaries. To say, I'm not comfortable with this. I don't like this. I'm not happy with this. This is what I'm going to do, or this is what I'm not going to do, or this is how far. You understand? Don't be scared to say how you feel. So communicate. That's the second thing. The third thing is ipaballe ngwana mme, which ties into number 2. Ipaballe, which means care for you. Care for you. You need to care for you. Because no one in the world cares that much about you. No one's thinking, oh man, what can I do to make her life better? What can I do to make her feel good? Said no one ever. You have to make sure you feel good. You're okay. You are happy. You are ready to take on the world. If you are not ready to take on, if you are in a bad space, don't subject other people to you being in a bad space, because they will not have the patience to deal with and accept and understand that you're in a bad place. Because like I said in point number 1, you are not their baby. You're not their kid. You are not. You're not. So your mental and emotional well-being is not a priority to them. It's not a priority to anyone. It should be a priority to you. So take care of you first. Right? So that's it. Those are my 3 tips on how to ngwetsi effectively. Those are my 3 tips on how to ngwetsi effectively. So I'll do part 2 and part 3 depending on how you guys react to this. I didn't really give you guys examples of the things and the troubles and tribulations that I've been through. I guess I will over time and when I'm in the headspace to do it, but right now I'm not really in that space to talk about some of the negative things that I've experienced. But I have experienced some really negative things that have hurt me as a person, and I know a lot of people who also have experienced a lot of things that have hurt them as a person, and I think I'll talk more about that as the series continues. So yeah, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In terms of my mental health, yeah, I'm okay. I'm not down in the dumps. I have been feeling a bit ill on and off, ongoing, non-stop. But I think it'll be okay. Over time, I just need to give myself a chance to kind of just self-regulate. But mentally, I think I'm okay. I am a bit tired. I need a break just for myself. But we move. I'll get that break and I'll rest and I'll relax and I'll chill. But that's it, guys. That's all I have for you for today, for my Monday mental check-in on Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll see how when I post this. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and of course leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know, maybe if you guys tell me what your scary ngwetsi stories are, then I'll tell you mine. You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. Let's corroborate. But hey, thank you for watching. I love you. Until next time, Bye bye.